Tutorial on the mouse-specific uses with PrestoPlot. PrestoPlot makes use of all mouse buttons. The main left-click uses are to select variables or to change an axis range. The left mouse button allows selecting variables in the datasets window. In a plot, moving the mouse while holding down the left mouse button changes the axis range. In a plot, a mouse button left-click on a plotted variable displays the data value. A left-click on a variable inside the legend displays or hides the symbols at each data point. Holding down the left button onto a marker value turns its background blue, then, moving the mouse around moves the marker text. Holding down the left button onto a marker line turns its background blue, then, moving the mouse around moves the marker selected data point. The main right-click uses are to display properties, or get back to the previous view, or to drag and drop variables. Let's select a variable from the datasets window. A right-click on the graph icon creates a plot from the selected variables. A right-click on a variable in the datasets window displays a pop-up menu. This menu also allows plotting the variable by selecting the new graph item. The Edit Dataset item allows editing the variable properties, such as its name, information and units. The pop-up menu functions allow creating new variables derived from the selected variable. These functions are shortcuts to functions found in the calculator. Let's create the IBAT delta variable, representing the difference between consecutive values in the IBAT variable. The pop-up menu also allows plotting simultaneously several variables in a single plot. In a plot, a right-click on a variable name in the legend shows the variable plotting properties. A right-click on an axis or on its labels shows the axis properties. Let's define a marker. A right-click on a marker shows the marker window properties. Let's zoom several times with the mouse middle button. A right-click in the plot brings back the previous view. View number 3. View number 2. Let's reorder the windows and add a new plot. Holding down the right-click and dragging a variable from the legend to another plot copies the variable. Holding down the right-click and dragging a variable from the legend to an empty space removes the variable from the plot. Holding down the right-click and dragging one or more variables from the datasets window to a plot adds the variables. Holding down the right-click and dragging one or more variables from the datasets window to an empty space deletes the variables. When deleting variables, all plots are updated, and the corresponding variables disappear. The middle click and mouse wheel are used to zoom and unzoom views. The mouse middle button is used in the plots and allows making various types of zoom. Holding down the middle click and moving the mouse draws a zoom box. Holding down the middle click and moving the mouse on an axis selects the axis start and end range. Holding down the middle click and moving the mouse on an axis value label selects the axis range step by step based on labels. The mouse wheel allows rapid in and out zooms, centered on the mouse cursor location. Using the mouse wheel on an axis selected in bold allows rapid in and out zoom only on that axis. Thank you for watching this tutorial.